Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News here on CNC3 and the TVC Radio Network. I am Bhavita Gopalchan. Thank you so much for joining us. Thousands of students across the country received their CSEC results yesterday, but there are concerns growing over the number of students who did not sit the exams. Tutor President Crystal Bevon Ash, who appeared on CNC3's The Morning Brew program today, responded to CSEC's report on absenteeism. CSEC reported that about 35,000 of 100,000 students across 17 Caribbean countries were absent from at least one examination. Ash says the high absenteeism rate is concerning, but it's not a new problem.
Now that number, yes, it is alarming, but as you read further, you see that they say that it's actually lower than previous years. So if 35,000 is lower than previous years, what was it? I tried to do a little research to find out, well, what would have been the level of absenteeism in 25, 24 and going back. I didn't get anything on that.
When asked what could be the reason for this rate of absenteeism, Ash suggested that some students who felt nervous or unprepared may have skipped the examination altogether, but stressed that parents should have ensured more direct supervision.
I've known persons personally who they actually supposedly go to write the examination, come back and tell the parent, they ask her, let's say it was mathematics, how was it? Yeah, it wasn't so bad, and you know what, I did it, and some of the questions was kind of tough and whatever. A whole elaborate lie, and when the results come out on the paper, on the slip, you see absent. So you know for sure that they didn't go, so why would you go through that?
Well, Ash is therefore advising students who felt they were not ready to write the exam to speak with their parents instead of skipping the exam altogether. Now to this, defense attorney Farid Ali is questioning why there was a delay in granting permission for alleged murder plot conspirator Star Samga to be visited by her personal physician, saying medical treatment is afforded to all those in the care of the state.
No, nothing is wrong with a personal physician. The personal physician would know her needs more than I would imagine any other doctor. I see no reason why the allocation could not be made, or why the state could not allow access to medical care, given that it's chest complaints. One associates chest complaints not with a gas pain, but with something I would imagine more serious.
Ali says the state needs to clarify what took place and why the delay in granting permission for Sabga to be medically examined.
We haven't heard from the Commissioner's office. We haven't heard their version of the facts, meaning 3 requests were made according to attorneys on the 28th, 29th, and the 10th of August, and those requests went unanswered. It doesn't mean to say that the state is in any way neglecting her. The state cannot form the view that she's malingering. So the state would be wrong to deny her access where she's experiencing symptoms.
Ali adds that should the state fail to provide her with medical care and her health deteriorates, then the state could be held liable and must justify the denial and/or delayed response in granting her medical treatment. To news of politics now, former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says he never claimed that his visa or that of Stuart Young was revoked, but was merely questioning the basis for the UNC's previous call for sanctions against him and Young. Dr. Rowley wants the UNC to identify what alleged offense justified its call. He also questioned the government's dealings with Venezuela, asking who are they talking to in Venezuela. However, political analyst Dr. Shane Mohammed says when it comes to the visa allegations, Dr. Rowley is asking hypothetical questions.
He's asking a question, a hypothetical question. That's what he's doing. He's asking hypothetical questions about something that has not happened, unless he knows that something is about to happen. So he's playing a different kind of politics.
Meanwhile, Dr. Vishnu Raghunath says his country enjoyed good relations with the U.S. under President Joe Biden, former President Joe Biden, that is, and that continues under now President Trump. He says no country, including TNT, has been able to dictate U.S. foreign policy.
Not because you have good relations means that you could influence their policies and their decision making. Yet, as far as the U.S. is concerned, and this is where I see, as far as the U.S. is concerned, they do what they want to do, whenever they want to do.
He says Dr. Raleigh is entitled to ask questions. The Communications Workers Union says it has no issue with Reza Hussain taking over as TSTT's acting chief executive officer, but is expressing concern over the company's recent leadership turnover. At a media conference a short while ago, CWU Secretary General Joanne Ogier said the union does not take the change personally and has no problem working with whoever occupies the CEO's chair. However, Ogier said the manner in which changes are being made at TSTT raises concerns, particularly from the perspective of public confidence in the company. She acknowledged the contribution of former acting CEO Keno Cox, saying the union recognized his performance during his tenure. Ogier also said she already has a good working relationship with Reza Hussain and is prepared to engage with him in his new role. She pointed to the fact that Cox is the latest in a succession of chief executives to leave TSTT. The Downtown Owners and Merchants Association is advising that the entire downtown area is currently without water. The association says a major underground leak along Independence Square near Richmond Street has forced WASA to shut off the water supply while crews carry out excavation work. Restaurants and other food operators are also being advised to make alternative arrangements to supplement their water storage and supply. That is, if it's necessary. Durba says WASA cannot yet predict when supply will be restored, but an update is expected around 2 p.m. In the meantime, businesses and residents are being urged to conserve water. From here, we take a short break. Sport news on the other side.
Great deals with PRW Back to School. Save big with a laptop starting from $3,250. Samsung A9 tablet only $1,199. Printers from $650. Smart TVs from $1,150. 27-inch curved monitor $1,399. Wireless headphones $240. HP and Epson inks available. Call PRW today.
Get a loan at Bremont. The process is simple. Fast and efficient approvals. Receive funds within 24 hours once approved. And no penalty for early repayment. Located at 4 Gallas Street, Woodbrook. Remember, we like to lend.
We finally said yes to onion rings. Now it's your turn to say yes to the new KFC onion ring chicken sandwich for $34.95, or get a regular side of rings for just $15. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Your Majesty, what comes after victory? Growth.
History's greatest rulers never stop at the triumph. They build what comes next. Finance your next chapter with First Line Securities, helping Trinidad and Tobago invest for over 2 decades. Invest with us. Go to firstlinesecurities.com to begin investing today.
Living with diabetic neuropathy is exhausting. The burning pain and tingling that won't go away? Introducing Myolaxin D Gel, made for pain relief. Fast absorbing, non-greasy, and easy to apply. Its Carbomer gel formula delivers relief deep at the nerve level. Oleoresin capsicum helps reduce pain signals, while diclofenac eases inflammation. Menthol and camphor provide fast, soothing comfort, so the pain eases and comfort returns. Size doesn't matter. This 15-gram tube gives you maximum relief. Myolaxin D Gel, available at pharmacies nationwide.
Welcome back in sport. Chemo Paul's display of six-hitting helped the Jamaica Kingsmen to a 51-run win over St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots last evening at Sabina Park. The Kingsmen batted first at Patriots' request and scored 181 for 6 in 20 overs. Paul scored 65 from 36 balls that included 5 sixes and 5 fours. Skipper Robin Powell added 49 when Indu Hasaranga and Saurabh Netravalka took 2 wickets each for the Patriots. In response, the Patriots were bowled out for 113-18 overs. Kevin Wickham scored 37 and Navin Bidesi made 19 before he retired out. Paul returned with the ball to lead the Kingsmen with 3 for 30 and Andrew Russell took 2 for 19 as the Kingsmen got to 4 points and second on the table with the win. Robin Powell shared what the win meant to his team.
To be honest, it means everything. You know, it's been a rocky start to the campaign, you know, so it's good to get back-to-back victories. You know, credit have to be given to the guys to how they stick through the tough times, you know, even though it's not over. But, you know, they stick through the tough times and they reap the reward now.
That's it for sport. It's back to a break.
You can tell from the crowd who's up next. It's Trinray's star player, whose world-class stats put him in a league of his own. Trinray's risen to become a true force to be reckoned with. With an unbeaten Carry A rating, they boast a strong solvency and A-class service. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing Trinray's financial and technical strength at its best.
Trinray, premier insurance coverage for less.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Did you know a business degree leads to diverse career opportunities and advancement? Start an internationally recognized business degree from the world-ranked University of Hertfordshire at CTS College. Classes are 1 day per week, with mostly assignment-based assessments. Plus, with 3 intakes per year and flexible payment options, getting started is easy. Holders of an associate degree, advanced diploma or ABE Level 5 diploma can complete this program in only 12 months. Call CTS College today and find out how you can get $6,000 off.
The biggest party in sport is back! Catch every TKR match live and exclusively on CNC3, August 7th through September 20th. You don't want to miss the action. The Republic Bank CPL 2026, only on CNC3. Passion, energy, and cricket live here. Brought to you by
Great deals with PRW Back to School. Save big with a laptop starting from $3,250. Samsung A9 tablet only $1,199. Printers from $650. Smart TVs from $1,150. 27-inch curved monitor $1,399. Wireless headphones $240. HP and Epson inks available. Call PRW today.
A 4.0 magnitude earthquake struck Venezuela early yesterday morning with a tremor felt near La Guaira. Officials say the quake struck at about 3:07 a.m. with its epicenter 10 kilometers northwest and a depth of 10 kilometers. Now, no damage or injuries have been reported thus far. Now for the weather, generally sunny and breezy conditions are expected today with brief cloudy periods and a few showers. Gusty winds and street flooding are possible. Maximum temperatures are expected to reach 33 degrees Celsius in Trinidad and 32 in Tobago. Well, thank you so much for joining us for a look at the day's developments so far. We'll have these stories and so much more coming up for you in a major newscast at 7 p.m. today. Until then, have a great day.